So I think we found the narrows, Aidan.
We did.
We have to go in through there. And there's just this amazing old carcass of this huge tree in here, down in the gorge. Let's get saturated. Another day, another adventure. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't obviously see. What am I trying to say, Aidan?
I don't know.
It's not windy today. There's a little bit of a breeze. It's just beautiful. So
you can see it in the trees there. Just barely moving.
Where are we today, Aidan? On this fine Monday.
Mount Remarkable National Park and Alligator Gorge.
Yes, so it's an absolute stunner of a national park in South Australia. And of course it's pretty dry at the moment because we're coming out of summer. But we were looking for somewhere to go for a nice walk today just because the weather is so beautiful. And this is where we've ended up. Alligator Gorge, Mount Remarkable National Park, South Australia. So I will just let you know that if you are coming up, we came in from the Wilmington end. It's quite a tight, narrow road and it is no towing. So no towing trailers and caravans. Just so you know, best to leave your van down in Wilmington. There's a lovely little couple of spots you can go there. You can also camp in Mount Remarkable National Park in different places as well, but you do have to then, to come in at this end, you do have to drive in. So,
and if you come in the other end, you have to walk.
Yeah, so you can, or if you're a hiker, you can stay at the Mambray Creek section and then you can hike across to the gorge. So a few different options, but yes, if you're coming in from the Wilmington end, don't go bringing your caravan up here or your camper trailer. And there's a lot of inverted speed humps, isn't there, Aidan? Aidan's like, looks like the speed hump signs are upside down. No, they're not. They're inverted gutters and there's quite a lot of them. But it is a specky drive in. Right, so you can go to the lookout, which is at the top of the gorge, and then it's about a 2k descent down, a 2k walk to get down into the gorge and back. And it does comprise of these steps. So just thought I'd show you that, so that for those of you that are pretty mobile, it's pretty good. It is quite stunning even in the cold weather. As I said, I've actually never really done it in this kind of dry season, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. And yeah, but you do have to be quite mobile to get up and down. So if you're not, then there's the option to go to the lookout and have a look down into the gorge from there. And as you can see, they've used all the beautiful local rock for the steps. It's really, you kind of feel like it's the start of the Flinders Ranges here. We're on the southern end, aren't we?
Yep.
And yeah, it's a bit of a stunner. It's like a tinderbox at the moment though. It's about now that I'm just starting to ask myself,
why did we come down here?
Why didn't we just do our normal walk around home, hey? No. Damn you, son, for being being a nice day. It's great. This is what we try and do between my work days. Sorry, what was that?
I said we're a long way down when you look back up to where we started.
Yes, my knees are telling me that. And I was just saying to Aidan that this is a bit of a choose your own adventure, this hike down into the gorge, because depending on whether there's been any rain or water very much depends on which parts you can get to. But it's a bit of a stunner with the red walls. And I think just down here, up the top there, So we've come down into the gorge now. How many steps do you think that was, Aidan?
Way too many.
So just up here is the lookout. We were just up the top there. We're just on the walk that takes you to what's called the Narrows. And you'll see that in a couple of minutes when we get there. So I said to Aidan, we might as well do that now while this isn't full of water. But we'll definitely come back sometime through winter as well.
If we survive.
If we survive. Between our other trips, this is what we kind of try and do when we're at home base. Particularly because Aidan hasn't seen a lot of South Australia. So I said, let's do this now so you can see it, and then we'll obviously come back. When you come back in winter, it's just magnificent. It's cold, obviously, but so many lichens and just a complete transformation of what it looks like compared to now. And even though we've been to a few gorges in the Flinders, Aidan, it's different again, isn't it?
Yep.
Never changed my clothes, by the way.
Of course you do.
Well,
But
you know.
as travellers, we're used to packing light, so we wash and dry quickly.
I'm such a fashion icon. You know, it's I just grab whatever's. Half the time, actually, these clothes hadn't even made it into a cupboard. And I just thought, oh, that'll do for today. It's about the right temperature. So this in here is called the Narrows. So if you can see the rocky creek bed, you'll see that, yes, sometimes you actually just can't get in here when it's underwater. So it is great to come and have a look, you know, when you can. And it doesn't matter how many times I come to these places in the Flinders, it always looks a bit different and it's always gorgeous. What do you think, Aidan?
Oh, I think you're trying to get me killed with rock falling on my head and tripping over while I'm trying to use the camera while walking, so that she's just out to get me.
Out to get you. I'm enriching your life.
Shortening it, maybe.
That piece up there looks a bit perilous, doesn't it?
Which piece?
This,
They all look perilous.
well, this one on the end is actually cracked through there. So it's getting narrower and narrower, Aidan,
It is.
isn't it?
Probably why they called it the Narrows.
Yes.
A lot of overhangs.
Personally, I just like how peaceful it is in here. Particularly if you can come through the week. There's not so many people about. It'll be crazy leading into the Easter weekend and over Easter. So, and hopefully we get some rain because we actually need it. So we'll lap up this the quiet while we can. So I think we found the Narrows, Aidan.
We did.
You have to go in through there. And there's just this amazing old carcass of this huge tree in here, down in the gorge. It's getting saturated.
Still hard as a rock.
So this is the Narrows. And as per usual, I'm a little disappointed. Yeah, to get in here and people have been using it as a toilet bowl. I mean, I understand the need to go to the toilet, but if you need to go to the toilet, carry a plastic bag, put your toilet paper in it and take it with you. Because, you know, if everyone uses it as a toilet, it's completely feral. And we see it all over Australia. I just don't understand. If you know you're going to hike into a spot like this, you know you're probably going to need to go to the toilet. So, girls, you're actually worse than the men. So learn to drip dry or carry a plastic bag and some toilet paper with you. That's what I do. If I can do it, you can do it. Sorry everyone, that's my rant for the day.
There's a cave above to your right there, my love.
Ah yes, a bit of a cave. Now there would be, it's to a lesser degree I think than up further in the Flinders, the yellow-footed rock wallabies. I have seen them at Mambray Creek campground, but quite rarely compared to up say at Warren Gorge or when you get up further into the Flinders. But they are definitely about here, just I think in lesser numbers, although I think the numbers are increasing. It's not a place you can just walk without looking down, is it?
No. Not unless you want to twist your ankle.
And sorry everyone about my rant about the loo. I just get so frustrated with the amount of rubbish all over Australia. And you know, we've actually pulled into campgrounds, well actually like road stops or whatever. Actually, we pulled into one the other day, didn't we, Aidan? On the way back from Mildura.
Mm-hmm.
And we said, oh, we'll just pull off here, and you know, we're doing the rest stop and trying to eat something, and got out my side car door and there was human feces everywhere, you know. So it's just you know,
And that was literally on the side of the busy highway.
I know shit happens literally, and we all have those times where if we're unwell or whatever and we just can't wait. But you know, most of the time you can make it to at least behind a bush. And just don't leave all your toilet paper and shitty toilet paper and stuff blowing all over Australia. Anyway, I'll shut up about it now. Probably because I need to think about where we're walking. So I've just climbed under here to hopefully show you how some of the old rocks and just the colours. Don't mind the graffiti by everyone that comes in here. Yeah, don't even get me started on that. Enough YouTube rants for today. Don't you think, Aidan?
Mm-hmm. But the rock is actually surprisingly smooth.
It really is. If I can just get up in here, you can probably see the colours a bit better. Sorry, you're probably not all rock nerds like we are. And also it's so quiet.
Must be getting our mojo back where we turn up and we're the only people there.
Occasionally we luck it. Here's one of our amazing old gums. Oh yes, won't even show you, it's been used as a toilet in there because it's got a little hollow. Anyhow, we were just trying to figure out what was going on here. It's like the tree has become at one with the rocks.
If you take a few steps back over here, my love, you can actually see up on top where it's grown back around.
Oh, can you? It's just the sun was in the wrong way.
So
Just try and step back without, you know, I could stop the camera, everyone, but that would be way too easy, wouldn't it? Us
Just
and our
up there.
editing. Ah, yes. So check that out. I always often wonder how old these trees are and how it all comes about.
I'm sure there's a sign at the other end.
It's always helpful when the signs are at the other end. So we've managed to avoid walking up the steps. Mind you, we're still puffing because we're walking uphill.
But it's easier than walking up the steps.
Yeah, well, we came through the Narrows and now we've got to get back up to the car park. So, but it's a beautiful bush walk through here. So yeah, you can kind of do a little bit of a loop, or you can obviously turn around and head back up the stairs. And down the other end where the stairs are is actually a beautiful terraced area. But we'll have to do that next time we come down. Because we ended up walking a lot further than what we have previously. It looks like Aiden's gone off the beaten track.
There was a track there.
Okay, let's hope this is not death by, you know, selfie. This is when you hope the car park's not up there.
Not that high, thankfully.
No. Otherwise we might be walking for quite a while. So yes, that's just looking down into the gorge where we've just come through. You've enjoyed it, Aiden?
I can never say I enjoy walking, but it was quite a pleasant experience to see it.
You're enjoying walking way more nowadays than what you were.
Well, it's only because you can't drive in there.
Oh, come on now. That is not true. So when Aiden and I got together, when we first met, Aiden famously said something along the lines of, "It's not worth seeing if I can't drive my car in there." And so he just said, I can't say I enjoy walking because if some people hear it, they might have a heart attack. But as you can see, him driving into places isn't working out very well for him quite some time later. Is it, darling? No. No, he's become a fantastic Oz walker everywhere we go. And in fact, today was his idea to come across here and do this walk because we've been talking about it. And it just so happened that we had the time, the weather was perfect.
And someone wouldn't be happy if we hadn't got out and done something. So it's about keeping a happy wife to have a happy life.
Happy wife, happy life, he says. Now he's blaming me. But fact is, we both thought it'd be nice to get out today. And this is what we ended up doing. So yes, let's just call him the Vantastic Oz Walker now. So, as I was saying earlier, if you camp down at Mambo Creek, it's only a leisurely 7 hours from here, walking. So Aiden's decided he doesn't want to go that way.
When they haven't been hours, it's a long way.
So it's back this way. And we do have to get up the hill, but off we go. I think I've created a monster, by the way. Because we just got back to the car after trudging up from the gorge to the other lookout to back to the car. And old matey here says, let's go and do the other lookout.
Well, we're here. We might as well do it.
I've created a monster.
But it's a completely different view.
It's really like my knees have had enough. Oh, Granny here. Clearly I need to start doing the exercise plan that the exercise physiologist has given me. Anyhow, yes. Bit of a different view. Has anyone else in Australia noticed that every time you get a really good shot, you're about to take the perfect shot and there's always a dead tree right in your shot? So we're just on our way out now. I just thought I'd show you a little snippet of the road on the way out. It is definitely tight and windy. It's not too bad in the car, but obviously you wouldn't want to be in your vans or anything down here.
Some steep pinches.
Sorry.
Steep climbs.
Yeah, steep climbs. And I'm not sure if I did mention in the video that it is a national park, so you do need a national park pass to come in here. Here's our little inverted speed bumps. So yeah, don't come tearing through here either. But it is a beautiful national park. Even if you just want to drive up there, have a look at the lookouts, which are quite doable with the walking. Definitely recommend it. It's a little steep through here. Pretty though.
Good views.
So that's our little 3-hour trip, round trip today. It's probably just over 3 hours that we'll be out of home. And it just goes to show what we can fit into our days when we put our minds to it and just decide that we're going to do something. And, you know, you actually do feel like you've had a mini holiday. Wouldn't you say so, Aidan?
Yes, but now I feel like I want to go on a long holiday.
Yeah, going home to have something yummy to eat, that's for sure. Work for me tomorrow. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed our little mini trek today through Alligator Gorge in South Australia.
Mount Remarkable National Park.
Yes, Mount Remarkable National Park. Look it up.